Up next, a David and Goliath story. We've all heard of TASERs, a kind of CEW or conductive electronic weapon. But we want to tell you about a privately held, veteran-owned company that creates less lethal CEWs for sworn members of law enforcement and approved private security. Originated in Midwest Nebraska, the company is Phazzer, and they've been around for 10 years. And here to tell us about the Phazzer Enforcer and why many are making the switch is Stephen Aboud, International Sales and Product Development for Phazzer. Stephen, what is the Phazzer Enforcer?
The Phazzer Enforcer is a conductive energy weapon that is an alternative to other means of force like a firearm or a baton. It's known as a less lethal weapon. Puts out about 50,000 volts, 2.3 milliamps at about 23 pulses per second. Causes voluntary muscles to lock up. So it's meant to take down the attacker and at the same time preserve life.
Have you been ever shot by a CEW before?
I have been tased before, and this is much worse.
Would you classify that as an effective tool for law enforcement in South Africa or in the African continent?
I can honestly say that this is the most effective, non-lethal tool on the market.
And what are the advantages for an agency using a less lethal CEW?
We've had very high ratings on the grip, comfortable in the hand, gives you great control over the weapon, simplicity of use. It's got a high-intensity LED light that puts out 160 lumen. We have about 45-meter beam light on that. It's got fully rechargeable battery system that'll allow for 3,000 to 5,000 deployments. It's got a safety circuit built into this weapon, keeping it in compliance with the studies that have been done by the American Academy of Emergency Medicine. Within 15 seconds, shuts it down, and then you can reactivate it if you have to use additional force. But it certainly brings a mental awareness to the user of the weapon, which in essence saves lives. All the ammunition is cross-compatible with the competition, and the price is about 25% less.
And who is the Phazzer Enforcer designed for?
Well, governments primarily, law enforcement departments throughout the United States and abroad in many different countries. And civilians use them. We have security, we have bail bondsmen. It's a great alternative to a firearm in situations where a firearm may not be needed, but it covers the gamut: military, law enforcement, civilian, and security.
We've been talking to Stephen Aboud. Learn more at Phazzer.com.